G'day guys, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. I only sort of took the truckload to Seymour on Sunday and they were a little bit disappointing, I thought. Little Shupo, he sort of bounced out of the gates and copped a clod in the eye and just didn't really want to track up. So that's not him. Put a line through that. Don't lose too much confidence in him because he's a horse that once he does bounce away, he tracks up and he's a pretty fast horse where we didn't see the best of him on Sunday. I thought Come Along Jeffrey was all right first up. He 1,000 metres way too short for him. So second up 1,200, he'll be around the place getters and then might target a nice race for him third up. So he's certainly a horse to follow. Take a couple of runners to Donald on Saturday, first being El Sordo. He ran really well at Werribee 2 starts ago. We took him to town and he was probably a little bit out of his depth there, but I thought probably like at Werribee he sort of punched out and was in, right in the firing line where Sandown, he was sort of, back on the inside, sort of 3 pairs back and he probably just didn't get a lot of room up the straight. So, and he only got beaten a couple of lengths. So he will go to Donald 0 to 58, so as you can imagine that's a fair bit of a step back in grade. Up to the mile, I think that'll suit. Right in forward, Donald's a really fair track, you get your chance at Donald. So what you're doing there, mate, enjoying a scratch. No, he's in really good order. He's the same horse that he's been all this prep and hopefully we can put another win on the board with him. Second of the runners at Donald, Bo Cougar. She probably needs to, start paying her way. She's had a couple of runs in now. We sort of thought, third up she'd be ready to strike. I thought she was better at Geelong the other day. That was probably the strongest race she's raced in this grade, and she got beaten the least amount of margins. Thought she got well ridden by Zach, and she got beaten about 2.5 lengths, and was sort of right on the back of the place getters. So. I don't think the race at Donald will be as strong, she is a fair bit down in the ballot, so she may be an emergency. But if she does get a run, take in mind that she's the same horse that we took to Geelong, and I think she only probably needs to reproduce the run at Geelong to be right around the mark at Donald on Saturday. Torres D, got him in on Tuesday at Ballarat. It is on the synthetic, but he's a nice sound horse. We haven't had any soundness issues with him this time in, so that won't pose too many problems. 1,000 metre, benchmark 70. He just goes around again, doesn't he? He was great at Swan Hill, I thought, the other day. Jared just said he's probably looking for the 1,000. Even in a few of his other wins, I think horses have sort of come at him, and then that last sort of 25 metres, he's been able to fight them off, and that's what he's probably looking for the other day, because another couple of strides and he's in front. So, synthetic will suit him, I think, because horses that sit on speed, they bounce out, and they're really super tough. Probably the only question mark is that synthetic at Ballarat can be a bit of a tight track, and I know he didn't get around Kerrang, so just need to make sure that he's nice and balanced coming in the corner. We know he'll give a good kick, and we know he'll be right in the finish. Champagne Doctor, we had her in at Wangaratta today, but she just drew 14 to 14, 1,000 metres at Wangaratta is a bit of a death trap, so we decided to take her out. She's a filly that every time we take her to the races, we want to make sure that there's there's going to be no excuses. So good jockey, good track, good gate, and that she's 100% sound going to the races. So she's a filly that has tried up really well. I think she's won 6 of her 7 jump outs, and she's always shown that real sort of good gate speed and then a high sustained speed. So she does need a bit of managing, and at the moment I think she's pretty good. So pretty keen to get to the races. Couple of options next week. I think the option at Sale is probably the most obvious option. Sale's a really good track. Had a fair bit of luck at Sale. Just wish it was a bit closer, but it is a good track, and we've always had good success there. So I'd say that we'll take her to Sale, and if you see that she is accepted, bear in mind, the stable. We like her, and we look forward to getting into the races at Sale. Hell of a Storm's a horse that we'll nominate for sale on Wednesday. She won first up last time in without a trial. She was great, she was tough, and yeah, she really fought it out in the finish. She did pull up pretty average from that run, and it sort of took her a while to get over that run. So just bear in mind this time in, we're in the same boat. We haven't trialled her, but she's done a lot of galloping here at the farm. She's super fit. She's galloping up great. It's probably, I know Jamie sort of is wrapped with how she's working, and her track work rider, Jason Webb, yeah, he thinks she's in a really great frame of mind. And we've just been training her out of a paddock this time in, and she seems to be loving it. She sort of comes out here, she eats her breakfast, and you know, bells around out in the paddock out here, and can let off that bit of steam that she has, and yeah, it seems to be really working with her. So yeah, there'll be a few sort of runners at sale that we'll nominate. Whether they run or not, just keep an eye out for the acceptances, but she's certainly one that we'll be pretty keen to take to the races on Wednesday. That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Took a truckload of trialers to Hamilton on Tuesday. Guys left nice and early, 4:30 in the morning. That's what you want, isn't it? But no, I thought the horses trialled up really well. A couple of sort of uneducated 2-year-olds and a 3-year-old sort of coming back for their second prep. Talia Robertson, our apprentice, rode them, and I thought she did a great job. You know, the horses are still learning, and she's obviously still learning. And yeah, I thought she rode them really well, and I thought the horses acquitted themselves really well. So a 2-year-old filly called New Romance. I thought she trialled up really impressively, and yeah, a bit of a smoky maybe for the stable. A filly we used to train called Roldana. This is her first foal, called Hazapico, and yeah, I thought for a 2-year-old filly that hasn't done a whole lot, I thought yeah, she trialled up really solidly, so she might be one to watch for the coming months. What else? Rob Windmill has put together a really good piece on probably the stable's pin-up horse for the last probably for the last sort of 5-6 years in Prince Ziggy. It's definitely worth watching, and yeah, sometimes you forget how good he was back in the day. He was a horse that you'd punch him out and you'd sit in the first 4, and yeah, it always took a tough horse to run him down, or for him to get past. So, but no, he was a great old horse, and he's doing a great job as a stable pony now. So as you'll see in the video, but yeah, definitely watch that. As for runners this week, Dad and Darby have chuffed off to Wangaratta, take a little first starter called Rajana up there, so be interesting to see how she goes. And as for this week, I think El Sordo will be a really good chance at Donald, and obviously Tories D, he'll go well, and any of the runners we take to sale, they'll be nice horses and really good chances for the stable. Until next week, see you later.